So I took Mozilla of the Godzillas of lawnmowers, the Ryobi 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, flip of a switch. Yes, I do have a cup holder for drinks, coffee, and etc. This is what my mower is. I could do rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. In case anybody's wondering, it is a powered mower, which is great. And what I do love about it is that you do see there's like one bar. All right, so we're on a quarter of a tank. All I gotta do is flip the red switch over to the other battery. I can make it back home. You're not gonna die out there. Same thing with the snowblower. The whole point. But we actually went out there and I decided to mow around the whole section of the property. Just so that as I start tearing stuff down, there's nothing that's really going to be weeding me in my way. It sucks up the leaves. It sucks up everything down below. I do have to change the bag multiple times. You know, once it gets full, but nevertheless, we are about to start the breakdown literally right now, which involves literally removing a bunch of hardware. We're going to start with the gate and we'll work our way around. But we also have to get rid of stuff like this. I'm going to take down the signs. The water part is also loose, broken. And the dust and the mold from the leaves is literally starting to get to me. The owls are going to go someplace else as well. So, I'm not losing things. But it is getting super windy out here. There is definitely a storm coming tonight. So I'm going to be trying to do as much as I can right now, because I know tomorrow, which is Sunday, is usually my day of rest. And another thing I want to incorporate too is I have blueberries all over the place. So right there is a blueberry bush. I have another one and I have another one. I have one on one side of my property, one on the other side. And I'm going to put them all in here in a bed. There's a virgin on a motorcycle. I'm going to take them all, put them out, take them out of the ground, put them into a bed, put a cover over them, not like a shade cloth, but like a see-through mesh cloth. Keep the birds away, but the pollinators can still get in. Because last year I had a great supply of blueberries, and by the time I went out there to go pick them, the birds did get to them. And it sucks when you're not home 24 hours a day, and I could be gone from home if I'm at work for either 6 hours to fucking 18 plus hours. So I got home and the bush was picked clean. You know, I was glad, you know, somebody got it, but I wanted to try my own blueberries, and I've yet to try them yet. Raspberries definitely, but not blueberries. Raspberries, there's tons of them. Blueberry bushes, obviously if they get bigger, I'm going to be able to try them. And the plant that's next to it that you can barely see, that's kind of like over here, and I squished one before, is actually amaranth that I planted. I know just by the look of them. I squished it earlier today just because I didn't think they were going to take off like they did, and they came back really, really big. So yeah, that's fun. But I got to break all of this down this year, so stay tuned. I keep saying stay tuned, but some people don't. They watch like 20 minutes of the video, or 10 minutes, or 5 seconds, and they're like, I didn't get what I wanted. The girl will watch, you know, something stupid on TikTok. But if you're really interested in growing and you really want to learn some cool stuff, just stay tuned, and I'm going to try not to sound like a bumbling idiot. So, like I said, I got to take down this chicken wire, which I literally put in like 1,000 staples in it. And the best way to do it, outside of 9 million other things I have, I mean, I could pull it like that. That's great too, but I want to, you know, clean them up. Although, actually, that might work even better than what I was going to do. I'll get these. Then we're going to see what's next. Let's rip some shit up. You can see it? You probably saw. So trying to take this down is actually, you know, between the airplanes and the fucking virgins on motorcycles, I can never start a fucking video. Trying to take this down is like the worst fucking thing. I mean, I put it on here so it would stay. I was ripping it off by hand, and I'm at the point where I'm so close to just hooking the army truck up to the fence and ripping it down, or better yet, driving through the orchard with the army truck and demolishing in that way. I am trying not to, as the pedophile drives around the neighborhood, try to get kids to eat his ice cream. Here he comes again. Yep, I'm a happy camper right now, and they're a pain in the ass. So I have what is supposed to be taking out nails because my normal cutter is dull as fuck. So I'm using this guy to slowly go down the line and snip the fucking lines, which involves the reason why I'm thinking about using the army truck. I know this is a weird view from me. I look like a crazy fat fucking male Karen right now at this point, but it is, holy crap, this is a pain in the ass. So I am like borderline of just running it down with the army truck. It is so tempting and hard right now not to do. The reason why I don't want to do it is because I'm worried about the two trees on the other end. But it's two trees, that tree, this tree, and nothing's there. So I'm like, if I take care of those two sections, and then I put a tow strap through here and attach it to good old Willie over here, then, well, I mean, I still got to remove like the chicken wire from the wood, so I could burn the wood, and chicken wire go to the scrap metal guy who comes by the house. But nevertheless, it really makes you start thinking of doing some very irrational things, which might come into play very, very shortly. Especially when you're listening to like Ring of Fire. I am in literally a ring of fire. I was doing good, you know, like I was working on the gate and that went south. And I was like, wow, I literally built this thing to handle like a bomb strike. You know, like, I know what I was thinking, but like, what was I thinking? Holy shit. What happened, man? We were just taking down the fence. What happened? Oh shit, the trellis fell down. That was a weird windstorm that came through. I have no clue what the hell happened. Wow, look at that. Holy shit, man. It was wild, man. You see the windstorm that came through? Damn. It just ripped it all down. Man, I'm going to actually have to tear it all down and start over again. Damn. I love my truck.
I got 25 lighters, well, don't you know?
Tree's good.
25 fried diamonds in my ring. 25 12s in the trunks to bag. Oh!
That's not.
Making moves, making 25 moves. Rolling off of a midtown
997. Ooh, yeah. 25 lights on my dresser, yes sir. Got to get paid. Hello, house. Ah, shit. All fun and games until you hit that greenhouse. Fuck, I couldn't stop in time. Ah, it's gonna be a fun fucking fix. Son of a bitch. Alright, so we've been taking down the fence and everything and the trellises very delicately. Not damaging anything, including a greenhouse. And we have the last trellis in the bed to take down with the security camera on top of it that hopefully doesn't get lost in the process of just, we're trying to take it down and just redo the whole area the most safe possible way possible without damaging of anything at all. So I know there's a lot of stuff on the ground. We've been taking it down very carefully. We also had a weird vandal that came running through with an army truck that looks like mine and just completely demolished the whole area. I don't know who the fuck it is. I want to find the guy, so if anybody knows who that person is, please let me know so I can call the authorities. So I can let them know that some asshole is just completely making my life a lot easier. Yes, making my life so much easier to just rip everything down and just start fresh. I really hate this person. I mean, I got a massive cleanup now thanks to this asshole, but you know, definitely made my life a little easier. I still have to remove the wire from the fencing, which is not been a fun task at all, but I'm really not grateful as well for the person who's been doing all this wonderful vandalism. I wonder what my neighbors are thinking. He's finally gone off the deep end. You have no idea. Well, at least they can't get over that curb because that curb is super low. So there's no way they can get over it unless they come from like a different angle, which you really can't turn around in here. And it's been crazy. So yeah. Please call 911 when you find the culprit who did this. It's completely against the way that I feel. They did a big job for me. I'm highly pissed off. I really hate the person right now. I think so does the camera. I love how the camera didn't catch anything. Just looking at the ground at this point going like, I failed at my job as a robot. I get to stare at the ground now. Well, sort of kind of hard part is over. I gotta fix the greenhouse, but that was fun. Running on literally engine oil and transmission fluid is all we're running on. That's why he's smoking. There's no burning oil from the engine. It's literally running the fuel that we're running. So, and I don't think I locked one of the differentials the right way, but not bad. Not bad for 40 years old. And that's how crop circles are made, people. I finally figured out. The reason why there's crop circles out there is because Army guys were doing donuts in a field with a K-30, M1008, 9 military truck, or like an M1009 K5 Blazer. Because, I'm not going to lie, but I'm looking at this, I'm like, yep, that's how crop circles were made. Those aren't aliens. Those military people, like a lot of us out there, who just, have a little fun, you know. Who did it? The aliens came by in a UFO, and that's what I'm gonna tell News 12. I'm like, the aliens came by. They were over my house, and then there was a big bright light. And then next you know, the fence in my garden was completely gone. And I know it was the aliens, and I know they're Republicans because they took out my fence because they're assholes. Sorry, I didn't mean to get political. Actually, I'm not in either side. So, if anybody was wondering, you're new to the channel, I don't look on either side. I'm on my own. I got my own political view. It's called growing, called surviving. I have no political view. I just make fun of both of them. I also wonder who the asshole is who did this. Because the cleanup is going to be a bitch. Fucking idiot. Well, anyway, this is the look of the orchard at Growtopia. It's Saturday at 8 p.m. Zone 7A, Long Island, New York, in Holbrook. Yep. Well, the good part is that at least we're going to be putting grass down. We're going to be ripping all this stuff out anyway, and we're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff too. We're even going to rip out the sprinkler system too. So it didn't matter if this mysterious person just, took out a couple sprinkler heads in the process, or plants. Yeah. Or planters. A greenhouse that is fixable. I already worked on it from the last one, so there's a little more tweaking to do to put it back together, but it is fixable. It's also fixable as fixing the guy behind the wheel, so he stops a little sooner. Anyway, let's keep going. Hey guys, it's Mike, and so that was fun last night. One kind of minor situation kind of happened. Some of this footage some of the footage we'll get to that. Yeah, so it's fixable. Obviously, it needs to be screwed back together, really. I just gotta screw something in there, and gotta screw in a nut Put that into there and just shimmy it back together, push a little bit more on it. I was literally a complete accident. I did not plan on hitting the greenhouse. Obviously, I was coming up from here and I went up and over the bed. Fucking army truck is amazing, just demolished this whole area. And I'm coming up here and I got here and I went to go hit the brakes, and I think maybe just pushing this down, I just had a little too much oomph and I went into the greenhouse. Yes, it did kind of give me a larger mess that I have to now clean up. But honestly, I was aggravated, pissed off, and I just kind of needed a little break from reality. So, you know, it's kind of funny how I just completely went through this place and annihilated everything with the army truck. So last night, I almost took out my blueberry bush by accident. I was like, it'll grow back. Yeah. It's honestly amazing how rotted all this stuff is, because I have slippers on, so I can't really go into here too deep. But you could see how rotted the wood is just after it being out here for, I think, what is this, 2 years or 1 year? I think this has been up for, I think, 1 or 2 seasons. I think 2 seasons, 2 years. At least 2 to 3 years. I'm trying to remember without looking at my videos. I lose track of time. The problem is I do a lot of time traveling, so I lose track of time really easily. I go from home to work, and then I'm a zombie all day, and then I come home. And there's been a lot of these fucking bees everywhere. There's another one coming my way. Fucking murder hornets. You stay over there. I want nothing to do with you. So, yeah, I ended up starting to, I really parked the army truck closer. I don't know why I parked that far away. But yeah, I ended up getting some of the wood in there, some of the metal in there. Everything is going to be reused again. The metal I'm going to obviously get rid of. I started working on this corner, working my way around. So I was ripping it up. But what I was getting at, what I found really interesting is actually how rotted the wood was. Where there was this whole corner here, I literally did not have to take it down by unscrewing it. I literally just pulled the wood back, and it just, a bunch of screws in it, just so it did rot out. I wouldn't say it's completely rotted out 100%, but you know, some pieces are worse than others. Like this, you know, this was sitting in the ground, you know, down this depth, so it's still hard. You know, this would have lasted, you know, a little longer than just a short period of time. But I know it looks crazy. There's a big whole bunch of fun coming and a bunch of doings. All the soil in the ground here is all going to get leveled. Everything's going to get mowed. It's going to get leveled. And Sundays I'm not going to work on it at all. I'm just going to put the videos together from the week or from Saturday. Because depending on how my week works, I might work out here for a couple hours, or I might not work out here at all. So every Sunday there's going to be a new video update of what's going on, even if there's nothing. I did make a video last night because I went to go get some more wine to drink, and I was walking up through my fence up my driveway, and I don't know, I just had a strange feeling come over me, for better lack of words, and I walked in my garage, and I was like, what the hell? And as soon as I walked in my garage and I walked in my house to go say something to my mother, that's when all of a sudden it was just like, boom! Freaking thunder and lightning and a deluge of rain came down out of nowhere that I didn't even know was coming. I had no idea it was coming last night. And I was like, holy shit, And then it dawns on me, I'm like, shit, I had the lawnmower and the drill outside still. So I'm running back here, you know, to go grab the lawnmower and the drill. Ran back, put it in the house, and that was it. I just sat in the garage and messed around with my guitar. Hey, that's a cheaper hobby. It's a guitar. So, instead of buying cars, sell the hot rod so I can spend $1,300 in the backyard and start strumming away with my guitar. So, it's actually quite relaxing. But yeah, that's it for this week of starting new with the orchard in the back. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look good. I'm gonna level this whole area down. We're gonna go into the concrete. The area itself is 24 feet from the pole to the end of the concrete, and then from the pole down to the other end. I'm about to get off me. Came out to 33 feet. So I know bugs are like fucking landing on me. I'm not in an airport yet. Really? You wait until, what do you guys, wait until I'm fucking filming? And they're like, oh, let's fly our stupid airplane. Seconds. Anyway, so, that's it. Man, it sucks. It kind of sucks. You know, like I have all the strings and the hooks and everything I got to take off. I'm keeping, obviously, the strings. I'm obviously keeping the metal, the loops. And idea is I'm going to put a bunch of raised beds out here. And I got a bunch of beds that are elevated as well. I have a new type of watering system that I'm looking at and going to be doing. So there's a lot of new updates to it. You know, the whole ground is going to be covered in artificial grass. I have the weed blocker coming, which is the first stuff I'm going to lay down. Then it's the artificial turf on top of it. Then it's what do I want to grow that's out there. Like even all this stuff, like the soil and stuff, like I said before, are coming out of these beds. It's actually going to be going into the beds out there because this soil is really good and there's no weeds and nothing in it. So those are going to be going into the beds that are out there. Obviously, I don't have enough soil around to fill those beds, so it's going to take some time to fill them without spending too much money. But we'll keep a price list going in case anybody's interested in ever doing this on how much it costs. First, I would say you'd have to buy yourself a $20,000 and change army truck to do that. Or you hire somebody who has one. I charge $20,000 an hour. So, and then the weed blocker, cloth, and the grass comes out to, I've also bought flip-flops for like $70. So it's like $1,300. I know I'm a prima donna. They're cool looking too. My feet hurt, so I need something for my feet, you know. Alright guys. And one more thing before we go. If you have had enough of trying to grow anything in planters, there are some really nice flowers you can buy from Amazon. I was making sure my house number wasn't on the house. Not that anybody who sees the video is going to be like, oh, I know that asshole. I took foam, put some foam in here, and just took some flowers, put them together, a hanging basket up here, some roses, and some more flowers. Looks nice. Yeah, looks really nice. So, if you're having the fun that I was having of trying to get stuff to stay alive and water it, just put fake flowers in planters and hang them. It's just easier, honestly. Anyway, stay tuned for more videos. This is Mike over here at Growtopia, starting from zero, or starting over. Later.